Hey, Dan, can you hear me now, mate? Well, Hussein couldn't hear me, but can you hear me, Dan? Let me know in the chat. Oh, what's up, Hussein? I'm hoping you can hear me now. Dan can hear. That's what's up. Thank you, Dan. Hopefully, Hussein, you can hear me as well. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hussein says, let's go! Hell yeah, Hussein. Energy. Looking forward to another good stream with you guys. Hope you had a nice weekend. It's Sunday night. It's gone pretty quickly again. Hussein says we need more people. Worry not, Hussein, the people will come. We keep vibing, the people will come. Hussein says, I told my cousin about you. Nice. Hopefully only good things, Hussein. So I'm chilling, I'm vibing with you guys. We've got a few more people showing up. What's up, everybody? It's a night stream. We're hanging out. We've got Hussein on moderation. We've got Dan on moderation. So big up to yourselves. And guys, if you're watching, help a brother out with the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe for more vibes. Hussein says, I told my cousin about you, he might join. Hopefully, we'll see your cousin in the chat tonight. Dan says maybe Cully could join. I reckon Cully will show up. I'm hoping Blarge Harger is coming as well. We will see. Either way, guys, I'm looking forward to a nice chill stream with you. Good night. I've had a nice weekend. I've had my friend visiting. It's been good. Catching up, hanging out, chilling. Just a nice, relaxing weekend. I'm hanging out with my plant once again. And I've got some done music. So, hopefully you guys are well. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. And if you're not, then hopefully this stream will make your weekend a little bit better. So thank you, Dan, for being so early in the chat. Thank you, Hussein. You guys have been doing a great job of moderation. We've got a few more people watching. So if you're watching right now, guys, I would love to know where you're from. I'm in the north of England. I'm hanging out. I'm chilling with you on stream. And I'm looking forward to a nice little relaxing conversation. So it's Monday tomorrow. Samira Northrop says, cut your hair. That's pretty rude, Samira. Maybe you should give your hair a trim. Or maybe mind my business and you should mind yours. Gru S2E says, Edward, do a backflip. Unfortunately, I can't do backflips. I learn how to do them, but I actually can't do a backflip, so I won't be doing one of those on stream. Thank you for the suggestion, Gru S2E. Still trying to get Samira being so rude. Hopefully Samira's not watching anymore. Dan says Cully can't join the chat, he's having dinner. No worries. Well, hopefully Cully will turn up later. But it's cool you're in touch with Cully, Dan. So if you're watching right now, thank you for joining the chat. It is 8:10 in the UK. And I'm just hanging out with you guys on stream. It's been a nice weekend. A really nice weekend, actually. I've worked quite a few days beforehand. and it's nice to just have a chilled one. Dan says he's been friends with Cully for years. Nice. I didn't know that, Dan. So as always, if you're watching the stream, let me know where you're watching from. I'm in the north of England, and I love hearing where people are from. So same as normal, we're going to stream for about an hour tonight. I've got work in the morning, but I wanted to hop on live with you guys, hang with you for a bit, see what you've been doing. So if you're watching right now, I would love to know how your weekend has been, what you've been up to. And if you are watching right now, hit the like button. Thank you to whoever just hit the second like. That was Dan. Big love to you, Dan. Appreciate that, man. Legend. Whenever people take the time to like or comment or subscribe, I always appreciate that. So like I say, it's 8:10 here in England. I'm chilling. I'm looking forward to a nice little relaxing live with you guys. And then in about 50 minutes time, we're gonna wrap the live up. I've got work tomorrow, so I need to get some sleep. Got time to hang out before then. Hey, Zach says hi. What's up, Zach? How are you doing, man? Nice to see you in the chat. I was just telling the chat we're hanging out, vibing tonight. And Zach, if you've just joined, hit the like button, help a brother out. Says good, how about you? Yeah, I'm doing good as well, thanks, Zach. I've had a nice weekend, been relaxing. Lily Look says, I'm Dan on alt, gonna sub right now. Well, thank you, Dan, I appreciate that. Dan, AK Lily. And Zach says liked. Big love, Zach, I appreciate that. That really helps. And I'm glad you're doing okay. So good to see people who I recognise in the stream. I love that. That's so satisfying for me to come back on the stream and have people like Dan in the house, people like Hussein in the house, and like yourself, Zach. So big up to you. Zach says, did you do live on Friday? Yes, I did. I did a live on excuse me, a live on Friday, did a live yesterday, and did a live, yeah, that's it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today. Whoever just hit the like button for the 5th time, big love to you, I appreciate that. HD Gamer says, hi. What's up, HD Gamer? How you doing? Thanks for joining the chat. And if you just like, thank you to whoever just hit like, I appreciate that. Zach says, oh, I didn't see. What about Thursday? So Thursday, I had the day off. I went to meet someone. So yeah, I couldn't stream on Thursday. But Friday we streamed, Saturday we streamed, and today's Sunday, streaming again. So yeah, we're chilling. Let says, and again, Law. I'm wondering, is that Dan on another account? Either way, big up to you. And whoever just hit the like button, big love elves. I appreciate that. Moob123 says, in the middle of nowhere. Who's in the middle of nowhere? Zach says, I'm going to have a shower. Can you mod me? Zach, it looks like you're already a moderator, mate. Based on the blue button I'm seeing. Let me see. Yeah, you're a mod, Zach. So enjoy your shower, and then when you come back, we'll see you for duties. Oh, Dan says, look, subs. I subbed on 3 accounts. Thank you, Dan. That's super nice of you. 5 accounts, Dan says. Damn, Dan's going in hard. Well, thank you, Dan. I really appreciate you taking the time to sub on a few accounts. And if you've got friends, family who you think who would enjoy chilling with us and vibing on stream, then definitely send them my YouTube channel. By the way, thank you, Dan. I appreciate you so much for going to the effort of liking and subscribing on a few accounts. So respect to you. So once again, it's been fun already. We've only been streaming for 10 minutes, but it's been a lot of fun. And I love seeing, like I say, people on the stream who I recognise. So big up to Zach, big up to Dan, big up to Hussein, and big up to everybody else who's joining the stream. That's actually one of my favourite parts about streaming, is coming into the chat and seeing people like Hussein or Dan or Zach who I recognise, because it means that people are coming back and hanging out, and that's what it's about. Zach said, remember me? Sure do. Jaden Schmidt says, hi. What's up, Jay? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the chat, Jay. Hussein says, sorry I went. No worries, Hussein. You got to do what you got to do. Zach says, got to go. See you in a bit, Zach. Enjoy your show, and we'll see you next time. Or later on. Jay says, good, and you? I'm doing well, thanks, Jay. I'm doing pretty good. Just chilling, hanging out with you guys. And Jay says, oh, come subscribe for you. Jay, if you want to subscribe, that would be super cool and much appreciated. So, go ahead. Zach says, what did you have for dinner? So for dinner, I had a soy mince hot pot made by my dad, which is very nice, with some roasted carrots and some cabbage. It's basically like soy mince with layers of potato on top and some roasted carrot and some cabbage. It was chef's kiss. Dan says 17 subs till Roblox stream. Oof, we're getting there, Dan. We're getting there fast. Soon it's going to be a Roblox stream. I better get my head in the game for the Roblox stream. I keep saying Roblox stream 200 subs, Roblox stream 200 subs, but we're going to hit 200 subs, guys, and then you're going to have to help me with this Roblox stream. Hussein says, I can't watch because I need to go to my uncle's. No worries, Hussein. You go to your uncle's. Thank you for stopping by on the stream. It's always nice to have you here, and I look forward to chilling with you again in the chat. So have a good time at your uncle's. That's an advert. What's up? Max Verstappen F1 says, hello. What's up, Max? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the chat. And guys, as always, if you're watching the chat right now, I would love to know where you're watching from. We've got myself, Edward, watching from the north of England. I know we've had people from all over the world on the stream. We've had people from Indonesia, India, Pakistan, the Czech Republic, Venezuela, Spain, all over the place. So if you want to share where you're away from, I would love to hear it. It's gone very quiet right now because I'm waiting for the advert to skip on my music. So once the advert goes, we're back on the dub. Oh, cool. Jay says, I'm from South Africa. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that with me, Jay. I love to hear that. Never been to South Africa, but one day it's a country I'd like to visit. Wow. Tim Griffiths says, watching from Isla Nublar, just off the coast of Costa Rica, spared no expense. That is cool, Tim. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that with me. I've been to Costa Rica a couple of years ago and I loved it, but I've never heard of Isla Nublar. And I hope you're having a great time there. What's the story? Are you working there? Are you living there? Are you traveling there? If you feel comfortable sharing, I'd love to know what your story is. Jaden says, I just followed, you can follow me. Let me see, Jaden, let me see if I can click on your profile. And if not, I will make a note of your channel name and come back and follow you. Jaden, yeah, I can't see a way to follow you right now without leaving the stream. But I promise you, once I come off this stream, I've taken a shot, so I will follow you back. So appreciate this up. Wow, Tim says, I'm here to give an endorsement to a wildlife preserve. I guess that means wildlife reserve or wildlife preservation area. Either way, I'm Tim. And thank you for sharing that with me. That's really cool. So this is what I love about streaming and going live, is that people watching from all over the world, different parts of the world, different continents, and they can just tune in and connect with someone totally different who they know in a different part of the world. So very cool. So Tim is thousands of miles away from right now, but still somehow through the power of the internet, we're chilling and vibing together. So thank you, Tim, for sharing that with me. That's very cool. Dan says, I'm following Jay right now. Good man, Dan. And thank you for bringing that energy in the chat as always. Every time I stream, Dan is on point, always bringing good energy, always being very positive, and doing a good job of moderation as well. So, yeah, big up to yourself. Jay says, yeah, because thank you very much. Struggling and posting of Juice WRLD a rapper. All right. Say no more, Jay. I will check out your channel. Look forward to having a look, and I'll drop you a sub as well. And if you're struggling, keep doing your thing. Don't give up. Keep doing your thing, and that's all you can do. So yeah, hang in there. Tim says we lost a worker to an animal attack, and so the insurance company needs a full report on the stability of the island. That, if that's true, that is crazy. That's very interesting. What animal was involved in the attack, if you don't mind me asking him? Ivar's Gulbis says hi. Oh, Ivar Gulbis, say hi. What's up, Ivar? How are you doing? Hey, Eva the Diva says hello. What's up, Eva the Diva? How lovely to have you back in the chat with us. I hope you've had a nice weekend and are feeling not too tired after dance yesterday. Lovely to have you here with us. TW2 Broder says, I just arrived. What's up, TW2? Thanks for saying hello. Like I was saying before, I love having familiar faces in the chat and I love new people as well. So thank you for saying hi. Nice to have you here. Tim says it's classified. Fair enough, Tim. Well, I hope it all gets sorted out for you. Jay says, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. No, you're most welcome, Jay. You're most welcome. TW2 says, by the way, this is the first time I saw you. Oh, well, TW2, it's very nice to have you here with us. I really appreciate people saying hello. And yeah, if you want to share what part of the world you're from, that'd be awesome. You don't have to, there's no pressure. But either way, thanks for saying hello. Eva the Diva says live tomorrow. Yes, we're live tomorrow, Eva. Same time, 8 PM UK time. And I'll be looking forward to hanging out with you guys then as well. Dan says to like and subscribe. 15 subs to Roblox stream. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dan, for the reminder. Guys, if you're watching right now and you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed, neither of those things will cost you much. So hit the like button and drop me a sub. And like Dan says, when we get to 200 subs, I'm going to do a live stream from Roblox. I've never really played Roblox before. So I'm going to see how that goes. Live stream from Roblox. Eva Curran Brooks says, my name is Eva too. Very cool. 2 Evas in the chat. Thank you, Eva Curran Brooks, for saying hello. It's nice to have you here. And Eva the Diva is very nice, so you'll be in good company with the other Eva. TW says, you're the first person to read my name properly. Well, I'm glad to get your name right because it's annoying when people say your name wrong. So happy to get your name right. And thanks for saying hello. TW2 says you will play Roblox. Yes, when we get to 200 subs, which is not too far away now, I will do a live stream from Roblox. Never played Roblox. You guys are going to help me because I don't know what I'm doing, but the chat's told me that it's not too hard. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, and Jay says, by the way, but my real name is JD. Well, JD, I will call you JD from now. Eva the Diva says, Edward, sorry, can't make it for the live today. Got to go, had dance now, I'm going up with my friends. Bye, Edward, bye, Dan. Eva, see you next time. Thanks for saying hello. It's always nice to have you here. Have fun with your friend, and we'll see you soon. TW2 says, how many subs do you got? I've got about 180, something like that. Something like that. I need to double check. Dan says, Cool Man Bro hasn't been here for a while. I think it was Small Man Bros, right? I think that was his username, Small Man Bros. He commented the other day saying he couldn't make it on Friday stream. I think it was the Friday stream. So hopefully Small Man is doing okay. And we'll look forward to seeing him next time. And thank you for the update, Dan. 185 subs. Very cool. So yeah, not too many to go now. Maybe a few more streams and we'll get there. Dan says new name because he is cool. Yeah, I like it. Cool Man Bros. It's a good name. And TW2 says amazing. Keep grinding, homie. Thank you, TW. I really appreciate that. Honestly, like I always say to people, every single person who shows me a bit of encouragement or a bit of positive energy, I really appreciate. So thank you for the time. But thank you for taking the time to write that comment out. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching now, thank you for watching. It's nice to have you chilling with us. It's 20, can't even speak. It's 8:25 here right now in England, and I'm hanging out. It's Sunday evening. We're vibing together. And TW2 says, you just earned mine, now you're 186. Much love, TW2. I really appreciate that. Genuinely. Thank you so much. One of my favourite of making content and doing live streams and stuff like that is connecting with people. Talking to people who otherwise you'd never get the chance to meet, and just hanging out and vibing and chilling, and that's what it's all about, honestly. And a minute ago, we had someone from near Costa Rica. We've got JD from South Africa. And yeah, honestly, it's just a lot of fun to connect with people from around the world. TW2 says, can you give me a nickname? Let me think. TW... Maybe T-Dub. What do you reckon? Or is that too obvious? I like T-Dub. Okay. And T-Dub says, I'm Abdul Kumalo from South Africa, by the way. That's very cool. So we've got JD from South Africa and we've got Abdul Kumalo from South Africa. Awesome. And there's Cool Broder. I like that. Nice. JD says, which Roblox games do you play? JD, I've never played Roblox, but I'm hearing that Blocks Fruits is a good one for me to start. And if you've got any suggestions on which Roblox games I should play, let me know in the chat. Because, like I say, I need all the help I can get. And if you've got suggestions, I'm all ears. Jay says, are you from England? Yes, I am. Sure am. Born and raised. Thanks for the question, Jay. Dan says 2 J's in the chat. Yeah, we have. We had 2 Evas before. We've got 2 J's now. That's what's up. And Duel says, I like Arsenal in Roblox. Okay. And Survive the Killer. Cool. So I need to check out Blocks Fruits, Arsenal, and Survive the Killer. Cool. And Jay says, nice. I'm from England too. That's what's up, Jay. Thanks for sharing. If you feel comfortable telling me which part of England from, not the specific town or anything like that, but if from the north, the south, the east, the Midlands, I'd love to know. I'm in the north of England right now. That's where I'm from. And JD says, you can play Arrivals, Blocks Row Gardens, Stella Bryan Road, but I don't play. It's still a brand of this point. And yes, Benjamin and Dragon. Okay. Dan says 13 likes today. I only see 12 likes, Dan, but I'm hoping that 13th like will come through for me soon. And thanks for the update. Okay, cool. We've got a southerner. Jay's in Surrey. Dan said, what's up, Jay? Thanks for sharing. Cool. And we've got Kit Fisto is the GOAT. Charlie. From Charlie. Love that. Thanks, Kit Fisto, for sharing. I love train because whenever I get the train in the north from like my part of the north to like Manchester, a lot of the time on the train they'll be like, we'll be calling at Bolton Charlie. And every time everybody always goes Charlie. So thanks, Jane, Kit Fisto. I love seeing where people are from. A lot of the time we get people from the UK, from England, a lot of people from the Midlands, I'm from the north, and we have people from around the world. But I love seeing where people are watching from in the UK as well. Abdul says it's 13 likes. Oh, I can see 13 now. So maybe someone just hit like. So if you just hit like, big love to you. And guys, if you're watching, help a brother out. Hit like and subscribe. It's not going to cost you anything. Dan says 14 now. Jeez, move over, Mr. Beast. We're here to take over. Jay can see 4 as well. Cool. Love that. Chips Noah says hi. What's up, Chips? How are you doing? Great username. Chips Noah. So everybody, thank you for joining the stream. I'm having fun as always. It's 8:30 here in England. Sunday night. I hope you've had a nice weekend. I am chilling. I'm listening to some dub. And I'm hanging out. Mohammed Raja says, who's Mr. Beast? I don't know, just he's like a little YouTuber. He's got a couple of subs. He's not that big, but you might have heard of him. Abdul says, what mode do you usually play? Action or in Roblox? What do you do? We can add you there. Well, in fact, for me, Abdul, I've never played Roblox, so I have no idea about the different modes, the different settings. I'm going to do my very best. When we hit 200 subs, that's what I'm going to do, a 200 subs special stream from Roblox, and I hope you're going to help me out. Chips Noah says, good, how about you? I'm pretty good, thanks, Chips. I'm pretty good. I'm chilling. It's been a nice weekend. My friend came round to visit, so had a nice catch up with her. And yeah, just hanging out Sunday night, relaxing. Josh Allen says, how many squares of toilet paper you use when you take a standard number 2? That is a case-by-case basis situation, Josh. I couldn't give you a concrete number on that. Dan says, Mr. B big is crazy. Well, I don't know, Dan. You know, he's got a few subscribers. Chips Noah says, can you please mod me? Let me see how many mods we've got. I always try to keep it to 3 mods maximum normally, but I think we've just got Dan in the chat right now, moderation. So Chips Noah, I'm going to trust you with moderation duties. Please use the power wisely. Don't let the power go to your head. And you are now a moderator. So I'm trusting you here. Be nice. And you're now a mod. Chip says, Mr. Beast is famous as hell. He got 489 million subs. Wow, has he got that many? That's crazy. I didn't know he had that many subs. Like a couple 100 million, but 489 million is crazy. I mean, I've got about 185, so I'm not that far off, to be real. Jay says, I like this stream. Nice, Jay. That's the energy we like. Thank you for joining. Mohammed Raja just got moderated by Dan. Straight up. Noah Altacat says, hi, what's up, Noah? How are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. And Baby222 says, hi. What's up, baby? How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. And Dan says 2 Noahs. That's crazy. We've had 2 Noahs in here, 2 Evas, 2 Jays. 2 of everybody. Wow, baby says, I'm good, just on my lunch break. Which part of the world are you in, baby? Like, are you in the UK? Are you in like Europe? Are you in America? Because right now in England it is just after 8:30 at night. So hopefully your lunch break is not 8:30 at night. Gaz Coleman says, are you vegan? Yes, I am, Gaz. Vegan for over 10 years now. And I'm really in it. Mohammed says, 2 of everyone like Noah's Ark. Yeah, exactly. A biblical stream tonight. Key Olua says, hi. What's up, Key? How are you doing? Oh, nice. Baby is in the US. Cool. No, I'm in England, baby. Not in Ireland. Not too far away, but I'm in England. Which part of which part of the US? You don't have to tell me like where. I don't want your address, but like Which state are you in, if you feel happy sharing? The reason I ask is because I love seeing where people are from all over the world. We had some from, where were they from? We had someone from near Costa Rica before. We had someone the other night from Indonesia. People from all over the world. So super cool for me to hear where everyone's watching from. Mohammed says, I'm vegan, but relapsed last night with a double cheeseburger. Well, Mohammed, I'm sorry to hear you relapsed, but don't worry, because tomorrow is a new day. Key says, let me guess your age. Are you 20? Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. Not quite right, but not a bad guess. Oh, cool. And Baby says, I'm from the Midwest, lots of trees and rivers, but now I live in the Rockies. That's awesome, Baby. I have never been to... I have been to the Rockies, actually. Yeah, I have. I mean, America is a very complicated place with lots of problems, but it's also a very cool place with lots of good things going for it. So, yeah. Some people love to hate America, some people love to love America. I think it's a very complicated place, but a very interesting place. Mohammed Raj says from Leeds, Yorkshire. Nice, man. Thank you for sharing. Very cool. Yeah, we had someone from. We've had quite a few people from Yorkshire actually in the chat. Abdul says you're 26. Another good guess, right? Another good guess. Maybe it says every country has their own stuff there. It does, like for real. Like I'm not bashing America. But yeah, it's an interesting place. And thank you for sharing, baby. Very cool. I love knowing that right now, somewhere halfway around the world, someone on the lunch break is tuning in and vibing with us. So thank you for saying hello. And Jay says you look 29 or 27. Fair? Fair? Mohammed says America's just Call of Duty in real life. Yeah. Carl Baba says their house became home. Don't know what that means. Mikhail Martin says, seriously, answer someone, please. What, answer the question about how I am? Is that what you're saying? Baby says, absolutely, I love live streaming when I can get myself to, but when I can't, I love to support others with smaller channels like me. Oh, big up to yourself, baby. You make content too. I'm going to screenshot your username, and then when this stream finishes, I'm going to go drop you a follow. And thank you for supporting smaller creators. That's awesome. That's what, you know what, guys? I think, I could be wrong, but for me, I feel like YouTube is a pretty chill vibe, especially compared to some of the other social media platforms out there. Some people or some places can be very like negative energy, but YouTube in general has been a platform that I've always enjoyed going on. Khan Baba says, hi, bro. What's up? How are you doing? Chips Noah says, I make content. I'd love to. Can you please subscribe to me? Yes, Chips Noah. After this stream, I'll check out your channel and I'll subscribe to you. Jay says, do you vibe into the music? Hell yeah, Jay. I'm chilling to some dub now. Hopefully you can see it. Love a bit of dub, bit of roots music in general. Baby says, I subbed you as well. Thank you. I like your vibe and how you interact. Well, thank you, baby. Honestly, I keep saying it, but genuinely, one of the highlights for me of streaming is interacting with people who I may never get the chance to just meet otherwise, people around the world, different places. So yeah, thank you very much. Honestly, every pause like that and nice bit of feedback means a lot. So thank you to you. When this streams, I'm going to sub to you as well. I've got your username. Lily Draws says hello. What's up, Lily? How are you doing? Chips, why are you timing baby out? What's she done? Yeah, thank you, Dan. Yeah, Chips, don't go crazy on timing people out because I don't think Baby was doing anything wrong. So yeah, don't go crazy on the don't go crazy in the timeouting. We want to have people chill in the chat with us, and we only want to time them out if they're being really horrible. Baby, I hope you're still watching. Chips went a bit crazy with the timeout button. So if you're still there, baby, thank you for watching, and I hope you get out of timeout. Okay, she's back. She's back. Yeah, normally the moderators are doing a very good job, but sometimes the wrong button gets pressed. So thanks for being cool about that. And thanks to everybody who's joined in the stream. It's been a lot of fun already. And guys, if you are watching right now and you haven't hit like, help a brother out. Hit the like button. It's not going to cost you anything. And if you want to go really crazy, hit subscribe. So it's currently 8:45 here in England, and I've just seen a comment from Jade saying, "This is one of the best streams I've ever watched, maybe." Well, Jay, if that's the case, that's awesome to hear. Really appreciate that. Baby says, "I'm headed off, but have an amazing night." Hit that like button, guys. He's a good one. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, and thank you for saying hello. If you are on your lunch break, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Fingers crossed work doesn't drag for you. But yeah, either way, lovely to see you, and thanks for saying hello. Chris FBK says hello. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? And Dan's saying W baby, W Lily, WTWT, WJX2, W Eva, W Noah, W Cam, W everybody, W Edward, and W Chris. And of course, not forgetting man like Dan, a big Dan W as well. Chris says, "Are you Davina McCall?" A good guess. I can see the resemblance, but I'm not Davina McCall. But thank you for the question. Ayan says hi. What's up, Ayan? How are you doing? And I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I haven't, I apologise. But either way, it's nice to have you in the chat. Cool. Ayan says it was correct. Don't worry. Phew. Good to know. Jay says, "How often do you do live streams?" At the moment, I'm doing lives every day. Didn't do one on Thursday because I go somewhere. But apart from that, every day we've been streaming, 8 PM UK time. And if you guys are enjoying the streams, let me know and I'll keep doing them. Chris has arrived. Big respect, Chris. I appreciate that. Really do. Whenever anyone goes to the trouble of hitting the like button, hint, 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 press that like button. But whenever anyone goes to the effort of pressing the like button or dropping a message in the chat, I really appreciate it. So big up to yourself, Chris. And Jay says, "Oh, okay, that's good." Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying streaming with you guys, and I'm finding that I keep live streaming and I keep seeing familiar faces in the chat, which is awesome. Like, I love seeing people come back to the chat and just hanging out and chilling. Jay says nearly at 20 likes. Hell yeah. I can see 14 for me, so maybe my app is lagging. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe we're only on 14, but either way, thanks for the update, Jay. So it's currently 8:45 at night. Sunday night. I hope you've had a nice weekend, guys. I've had a chilled one. My friend came around to stay. I had to catch up with her. Hadn't seen her for a while. We hung out, went out on a walk, got some food, and it was just a nice chilling weekend. I'm in the north of England. If you're watching, I'd love to know where you're watching from. But either way, I hope you've had a nice day. Jay says 115 likes. That's all right. 15. I'll take 15. And big up to all the regulars as well. Big up to everyone like Eva, Dan, Hussein, Smallman Bros, Blood Charger, everybody that keeps showing up. It's always nice to have you in the chat. And if this is your first time watching the chat, thank you for coming along. Jay says, when do you end streams? So at the moment, Jay, we've been doing just about an hour stream per night. Maybe we'll do 70 minutes. Maybe we'll do 75, but it's probably going to be about 60, 70 minutes tonight. Just because I've got a lot going on. I've got work in the morning. I need to chill for a little bit after the stream and then get some sleep. But yeah, so tonight will probably end in about 20 minutes time, something like that. So worry not, more time to hang out. Dan's left a number in the chat I'm not going to read. But nice try, Dan. And if you are watching, thank you, because I appreciate people taking the time to come and hang along. Come along and hang out with me. So big up to yourself if you're watching. And I should mention as well, when we get to 200 subs, we're doing a Roblox stream. Now, I keep saying this, but I've never played Roblox before, so I'm going to need all the help I can get. So when I do that Roblox stream at 200 subs, I need you guys to come along and show me what I'm doing. I've been told that Blox Fruits is a good game. I've been told that Arsenal is a good game. Something the Killer, I can't remember what it was. But I need to brush up on my Roblox games. But either way, 200 subs, we're doing the Roblox stream together. Kabuna Kaba says yes. What's up, Kabuna? And Jay says, Roblox stream, that'll be... Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I say, I'm not a Roblox expert at all. And by that I mean I don't know how to play Roblox. So you guys are going to have to help me out. But I'm hoping we can have a fun stream together on that one. So it is 8:45 here in England. It's been a pretty nice day. The weather's getting a little bit better at the moment, and I'm enjoying it. Jay says, if you don't like Italian brain rot, don't play Steal the Brain Rot. That's a good tip. I will try and avoid that one then. But then Kabuna says, play Survive Live for brain rot. Okay. So Blox Fruits, Survive Live, Arsenal. If you guys are watching and have any Roblox recommendations, let me know. I've got a few now for me to check out. I say, I need all the help I can get, so if you've got suggestions, drop them in the chat. Chips Noah said hi. What's up, Chips Noah? And guys, if you are watching, don't forget to hit the like button. I don't want to fall out with you over it, but just help a brother out. Hit the like button. Buster2043 says, have your parents disowned you? Oh, not yet, Buster. I was just round at theirs for tea. But thank you for the question. How about you, Buster? Have your parents disowned you? Buster says, not yet, but they made me bake beans on toast. Fair enough. I love beans on toast, so hopefully that's a sign of love from your parents, because I love it when people make me beans on toast. So if you're watching for the first time, guys, thanks for joining the stream. It's currently 8:50 here in England. We had a nice weekend, a nice day, and now I'm just chilling on stream with you. And we will be streaming tomorrow as well, 8 PM UK time. So if you're just joining the stream, we're going to finish in about 15 minutes, but worry not, we will be back tomorrow for another stream. And whoever just hit the like button for the 15th like, big up to yourselves. Ooh, Jay says, if you ever hit 300 subs, you could do a Fortnite live stream. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, I think I've played Fortnite once for about 30 seconds in a shop in Thailand. So yeah, I need all I can get on that as well. I don't know how to play Roblox, don't know how to play Fortnite. I don't know how to play many games, honestly, guys. So you guys are gonna have to help me. But I did say as well, at 500 subs, if I ever reach 500 subs, we are gonna do a house tour. That was Hussein's request. So 200 subs, we're gonna do a Roblox stream. 500 subs, we're gonna do a house tour. Guys, if you don't mind, excuse me for a second. I'm just going to nip through to the other room. I'll be back in a minute. I'll see you in 1 second. And the chat is saying, damn, that'll be cool. Yeah. House tour at 500 subs. 1 second. Alright, Chuck. I'm back. Back in the room, back in the game. Thanks for waiting, everybody. So yeah, like I was saying, 2 subs, which isn't too far away. We're going to do a Roblox stream together. Now, I've had Blocks Fruits recommended to me. I've also had Survive Lava recommended to me. So if you've got any Roblox get recommendations, let me know in the chat. I'm also thinking about doing it in a couple of weeks' time, a full day stream. Maybe not like 24 hours, but I'm going to go to a city, I think, and stream from the morning, breakfast, walk around the city a bit more, some lunch, walk around the city, meet some people, vibe on the street, stream for you guys. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you hit subscribe because we're going to do more streaming for you. Jay says hi. What's up, Jay? Roblox223 says, can I have a shout out? I liked and subbed. Roblox edit. No. Oh, okay. I said it wrong. Roblox edit 223 says, can I have a shout out? I liked and subbed. Roblox edit 223. This is a shout out to you. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for commenting. And big up to yourself. Eli Dago 12345 says, you look like a nerd. Well, Eli, you sound like a rude person. And honestly, nerds are some of the coolest people out there. I'm not saying I'm cool, but nerds are cool because nerds are typically very knowledgeable and well educated on subjects they're passionate about. So if I look like a nerd, I'm okay with that. And Dan, great work on the moderation. Thank you for keeping the chat nice and respectful. As always, if you're watching, I love hearing where people are from, what your thoughts are, what your opinions are. But just keep it nice, and we'll be nice to you. Roblox Edit says, I love man. Thank you very much, Roblox Edit. That's what I'm talking about. That's like the positive energy. Where I'm from in England, in the north of England, we've got an expression, if in doubt, say now. Which basically means if you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything. But Roblox Edit, your comment is very nice, very friendly, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for taking the time to share some way. I appreciate that. Jay says, can you ban guys in the chat? Yes, Jay, we can. We've got Dan on moderation. But as Dan says, we don't like to ban. We just people in timeout for a bit. And we'll only ban someone if they're being really, really horrible. And they're being horrible repeatedly. Definitely right. We don't want negative energy in here. So, Dan, you're doing a good job on moderation. Thank you for that. Most people are really cool in the stream, in the chat. But sometimes people get a bit weird. They leave some nasty comments. But for the most part, people are sound. Yo, it's me, Alyan says, hey bro, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you, Al. How are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. And Alyan, if you're just joining, don't forget to hit the like button. Yo, it's me, Alyan says, I'm good. I'm happy to hear that. And Dan saying, how did Alyan become number one already, lol? That's a good question. Very good question. YouTube moves in crazy ways. And Dan's number 3. He goes, Dan is in the chat grinding and moderating hard, so don't worry, Dan. YouTube saying you're number 3 fan, but you're my top guy. Alyan says, I subbed, and to Dan Edits, and I don't know. Alyan, big love for the sub. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. It's always nice to have people hopping on the chat, bringing good energy, and saying, what's up? Thank you, Alyan. So I'm currently watching. I'm currently streaming from the north of England. We've got people watching from all over the world. We had someone from near Costa Rica in here before. We've had people from Spain, Indonesia, Venezuela, Czech Republic, Russia. So if you want to share where you're from, I'd love to hear. But either way, thanks for joining the stream. Yo, it's me. Alyan says, what's your favourite football team? Brackets, not American football. Yeah, I'm glad you said not American football, because whenever anyone says, hey bro, what's your favourite football team? I always think they mean like football. So my favourite football team is Everton. That's who my dad supports. That's who I support. It's a bit of a family thing. And yeah, that's who I support. How about you? Stevie's Bad TV says, can anyone translate what this guy's saying? I'm Scottish and I don't speak foreign languages. Oh, Stevie's. That's a funny one, because a lot of the time when you get documentaries and things like that, it's the Scottish people that have to have the subtitles on. Like, I can understand pretty thick Scottish accents, but it's funny to think that a Scottish person can't understand me. But either way, thanks for saying hello. Oh, okay. Alyan says, nice. I like Barca, Man United, and Ronaldo. Fair enough. Barca, great team. United, very good team. Ronaldo, legendary. Stevie says, I knew you would get that, bro. Yeah, thanks for saying hello, Stevie. It's always nice to see people where people are from. And jokes aside, Scotland is a beautiful country. Not just saying that because you're on the screen Scottish, but genuinely, Scotland is an amazing place. Jay says, I like Chelsea and a French team you probably wouldn't know. Oh, okay. Okay, Jay, try us. What's the French team that you like? Dan's a pretty keen football fan, so if you drop it in the chat, he might know. So guys, I'm going to have to get my laptop pretty sorted because at 200 subs, we're doing a rogue stream. So I've got my old laptop. I use my phone basically for everything now, but I've got a laptop that I'm going to have to get working or maybe borrow a MacBook or just buy a new laptop or something. But either way, 200 subs, we're doing a Roblox stream and I need your help. Alyan says, hey Edward, try to guess my country. It's in the Middle East. Ooh, that's a tricky one. I'm going to guess Jordan. Cupcake23 says, is it true that the United States stands with Saudi Arabia? If you're interested in the topic, of course, just a question. It's amusing, all. Oh, that's a good question. And I think the USA is allied with Saudi Arabia. Could be wrong on that. If I am wrong, let me know, chat. But yeah, I feel like Saudi Arabia is an ally of America. Alyan said live in Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's pretty interesting. How do you like life in Saudi Arabia, Alyan? Thanks for saying that, by the way. It's very cool to have people watching from all over the world. That's one of my favourite parts about streaming. It's people when they comment in the chat and they say, I'm from Brazil, I'm from Russia, Saudi Arabia. Because unless I went to Saudi Arabia, I might not connect with someone from Saudi Arabia. I mean, there's obviously in England, there's lots of people from all over the world, but you know what I'm saying. No way. But I think Ben's trolling me because his Ben Dover says, "Hey, I'm from Dagestan." Ben, if you're from genuinely from Dagestan, that's very interesting. And Dan says, 2 years, 3 years to Dagestan and forget, brother. You know what? Dagestan, for the size of place that it is, produces a hell of a lot of good fighters, wrestlers, MMA fighters. So yeah, Dagestan is an interesting place. Alyan says, "Yo, bro, from all the live streams I watched, this is the best." Well, Alyan, that is super nice of you to say. And I appreciate every time someone shares a piece of positive feedback with me, saying they like the stream, they're having fun out. That means a lot, honestly. I'm just a little streamer, a little YouTube guy, tiny YouTube guy. But if you're enjoying the stream, then I'm really happy. Hey, Cully Sandu is in the chat. What's up, Cully? I think it was was it Dan was saying before that you were doing something, but that he'd messaged you and you were coming. So what's up? Be nice to see you in the chat. Always good to have familiar faces hanging out with us. We've got Cully in the chat. We've got it's me, Alyan. We've got Dan on moderation. We've got Cully on moderation. We've got Jay vibing along, and Jay saying 18 likes, close to 20. Yeah, we're getting close to 20. Love that. And thank you to everyone who's watching and always brings the good energy as well. Every time I hop on, I'm getting cool people bringing cool energy. The internet is so filled with negative energy. People hate watching, chasing clout, rage baiting, just spreading negative energy and being annoying online. So hopefully these streams are a place where we can just hang out, chill together, drop some stuff in the chat, and just generally vibe. So if that's like you, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Oh, and Cupcake is saying, is it true that the United... So Cupcake is saying, is it true that the United States stands with Saudi Arabia? So did you mean to ask, is it true that Britain stands with Saudi Arabia? Or Britain stands with the USA? So the UK is, or Britain is an ally of America. Yes, that is true. That is true. Cully says you're so close to 200 subs. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. And I need to sort myself out, guys, because soon it's going to be Roblox stream time. And says, hey, I have a question. Is Scotland a country or a part of the UK? I never knew. So Scotland is a part of the UK. But personally, I don't know whether this is technically correct. I think it is. So all of the countries that make up Britain, the UK, personally, I see them as different countries. So I'm English. England is part of the UK, but I see myself as English. Someone who is from Scotland, they will often see them as Scottish. They might see themselves as British as well, but often if you say to someone from Scotland, what's your nationality? They'd say, I'm Scottish. If you ask me what my nationality was, I'd say, I'm English. But as Cupcake says, by the way, United Kingdom is the full country. Yeah, technically the UK is like, it's almost like a country, right? Because the way people from the UK would see it, if you're from Wales, you're Welsh, Scotland, Scottish, and most people from those areas would see that as their country. And then you're also British, if that makes sense. It's complicated. Dominique Bailey says, hi, remember me? What's up, Dominique? Yes, I do remember you. Thanks for joining the chat. Nice to see you again. Yo, it's me, Alyan says, hey, Edward, I have to go now. Pleasant talking to you. Bye. Be live more. Bye. Alyan, thanks so much for the stream. It was really nice to chat to you and have you in the chat with us. Hopefully see you on another stream. Have a good rest of your day. Cupcake says, Great Britain is the official geographical name of the large island that contains England, Scotland and Wales. You see, Cupcake, I thought the United Kingdom was the large island which contains England, Scotland and Wales, and Great Britain is the collection of countries, which also includes Northern Ireland. That's my understanding. A6LH says, "Hi Queen, how's my baby mama doing today? Did you eat your breakfast?" I'm doing pretty good, thanks, babe. I had breakfast this morning and I'm hanging out. Ikra Hader says, "What is one life hack that you swear by?" That is a great question. And my answer, I don't know whether it's a life hack, but eating healthily. Eating healthily is so important and it will literally change your life. It can change how long you live, it can change the quality of life you have, it can change the look, it can change a lot of things for you. And eating healthily is something that I would recommend that everybody does. It doesn't need to be expensive, it doesn't need to be complicated. And it's honestly, it's going to be the best ways to look after yourself. Along with working out, eating well is incredibly important. Is that a life hack? I don't know, but hopefully that answered your question. Dominique says, "I have glasses too." Oh, glasses clubbed together, Dominique. Oh, time flies. So, guys, it's been a lot of fun. We're already on 63 minutes, so I need you in the chat. Pick a number between 1 and 10. I'm going to pick a number when I see 3 people comment in the chat, guys. 1 to 10, give me a number. It could be 1.1 or 4.3 or 7.2, but pick a number between 1 and 10. Jay says 10, Roblox says 4, Dan says 6, Cully says 7, and Dan says 6. So Jay was quickest to answer, and Kitty also says 4. And Dominique is dropping the UK flag, Union Jack. Cully says 7. Oh, I said it, guys. You got me good. Well, listen. Jay was first to say 10, so we're going to do 10 more minutes of streaming, guys. 10 more minutes. The chat open. So we're on 64 minutes. We're going to get to about 4 minutes chat, and then we're going to wind down for the night. But as always, we're going to be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time. So if you can join me, come along. But as always, thank you so much, chat. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the energy here. We're on 20 likes, which is legendary. And if you're watching right now and you haven't hit like, you know what to do. I'm seeing Dominique in the chat. I'm seeing Dan in the chat. I'm seeing Jay in the chat. It's really nice to have people who keep coming back to the chat. This is what it's all about. I love the fact that people are in the chat and hanging out. And that's what it's all about. And if you're watching for the first time, thank you. I appreciate you saying hello. And we'll see you on another stream. Jay says sometimes I might not be able to join. That's all right, Jay. Do not worry. There's never any pressure to join the streams. But sometimes, if you feel like joining the stream, then by all means join the stream. Cully Sandu says 100 minus 40 plus 7 equals. I thought you were trying to trick me for a second, Cully Sandu. Dominique said it. Nice try, Cully. Nice try. Cully's work time to get people to say 6 followed by another number. Hey, Kenese is up in the house. Kenese says, "Yo, I'm back." What's up, Kenese? How are you doing? Nice to see you back in the chat. Always cool to see people coming back to the chat from the previous streams. I love that. That's what it's about for me. Push Positivity now says, "Go gamble." No, don't follow that advice, everybody. Don't gamble. It's a waste of your time. Save your money, invest it into something, put it in an account, put it in an ISA account, but don't go gambling your money away. That is bad advice. Kenese says, "I'm good. What are you doing?" I'm pretty good too, thanks, Kenese. I'm chilling. It's Sunday night here in England. I'm hanging out with you guys. It's been a nice stream. We're streaming for another 7 or 8 minutes, and then we're wrapping the stream up for today. But we'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time, and I hope you can join. Alyan says, hey brother, I'm back. What's up, Alyan? Good to have you back on the stream. Cool. And Samuel says, I'm from England. What's up, Samuel? Nice to have you on the chat with us. I love hearing where people are from. I myself am from England in the north. We've had people watching from Saudi Arabia, from near Costa Rica. We often have people on the stream from Indonesia and around the world. We had someone before from America, which is super cool. So yeah, if you're watching right now and you want to share where you're from, I would love to hear it. Samuel says, I'm from Northeast. Nice, Samuel. I love the North. I'm a northern guy. And the Northeast is a nice part of the country. Quite quiet, which I like. Well, a lot of it's quiet. Compared to like London or the Midlands anyway. And Dominique is from the UK. Awesome. Dan's dropping maths problems in the chat. And Jay says we've got 20 likes now. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I love seeing 20 likes. There's something very satisfying about it. It's seeing us hit the 20 likes on stream. I really enjoy that. So if you liked and you're watching right now, big up to yourself. And if you're watching right now and you haven't liked, you know what to do. And someone just hit like for the 21st time. If that was you, 23 likes, guys. We're going crazy. This is like new levels. Mr. Beast, your run's over. I'm coming for the top spot. And I show speed. You've got nothing. We're here to take over, guys. 23 likes. Let's go. Kenny says, I've been looking for your live streams. I gave up, but this live stream is fire. Thank you so much, Kenny. I really appreciate that. All positive energy that comes my way means a lot, and I really, really appreciate people that take the time to show some love. Kamal Salma says, I liked. Thank you very much, Kamal. I really appreciate that, and I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you for the like. Who else have we got commenting? Samuel says the 21st like was me. Big up to you, Samuel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Kamal says, yep, that's how you say my name. Awesome. I hate pronouncing people's names incorrectly because if someone does it, I don't like it. My name's pretty easy to say, but sometimes different names, it can be hard to read them off the screen. And yeah, glad to hear I got your name correct. Jay says you should get Streamer of the Year award. That would be super awesome. I think I might need a few more subs. I think we're on about 190 something subs, but if we get to a few more subs, guys, then who knows? Anything could happen. Freya Soul says, be vegan or stay a hypocrite. Well, Freya, I've been vegan for 10 years plus now, so hopefully you don't think I'm a hypocrite. Kamal says, let's go! Take over I Show Speed and Mr. Beast. Yeah, imagine that. That'd be super fun. Guys, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? Everybody started somewhere. And even tiny streamers, tiny content creators can grow bigger. So hopefully, with your guys' support, we can keep vibing and having fun on stream. Kenise, the 21st like was me, Edward. Kenise, thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. And thank you for letting me know. I always like to know what people are doing, what they're saying. Have they liked? Have they subscribed? If they have, I love to hear it. So thank you, Kenise. I appreciate that. Dominique says, I'm from United Kingdom. Very good, Dominique. Very good. And Jay says, what is your favourite food? Great question. I have this on stream a lot, and it's so difficult to answer. It's so difficult to answer because I love so many types of food. I cannot answer that question. I really struggle because I love Asian food. You know, I love like Thai food, Japanese food, Chinese food. But then I love, you know, like Mexican food or like South American food. I love English food, traditional British food as well. But one thing I would say is I really like carbs. So like noodle, rice, pasta. Those are some of my favourite things. Really enjoy those types of foods. And Samuel says, I subscribed. Thank you very much, Samuel. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to people like me. So big up yourself. Kamal says you are my favourite because you are kind. Well, thank you, Kamal. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, what can I say? I always try to be nice on stream. I'm not saying I'm a perfect guy, definitely not a perfect guy, but like I say, the internet, there's a lot of negative people on the internet, rage baiting, hate watching, leaving nasty comments, and I just want us together to have a good time, spread positive energy, hang out, vibe, and hopefully the more subs we get, the bigger I grow, the more cool stuff I can do with you. I want to do some all-day streams, some streams from the cities and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for supporting and thanks for watching. Oh, Dominique says you are my number one and fave. Thank you very much, Dominique. That is lovely of you to say, and I really appreciate you taking time to tell me that. If you are speaking to me, that is. Samuel says I don't think I could be vegan. Well, Samuel, there was a time in my life where I said that as well. I thought, nah, I could never do that. It's not for me. But sometimes your mindset changes and life changes, and we all go on different journeys and we grow as people, and things start to look different to us. And all I can say is for me, after 10 years of being vegan, it's been an awesome experience. Oh, Kamal says, I subscribe for you. Kamal, thank you very much. That's really nice of you. Legends. I've had so many nice people on the stream, honestly. Really cool people in the chat. People leaving nice comments, people sharing cool facts, people telling where they're from. So if that's you, you're awesome, and thank you for jumping stream. I appreciate it. Jay says, I think you should get Stream of the Year, in my opinion. Well, Jay, that's very kind of you to say. I think I need to put some more work in before I'm on track for any Stream of the Year odds, but we'll keep streaming and we'll keep having fun together. Dan says, many streamers didn't respond to messages unlike you. Well, I'm sorry, Dan, and I think those streamers are short-sighted because part of the fun, I think, about streaming, it's not just about what you're doing, it's about what people watching are thinking, what they're feeling, what they're saying. And like I always say, without people watching, there's no point of someone like me. So yeah, if people aren't reading messages out, they need to be doing that. Blake Rook says, may Odin be with you all, brothers and sisters. Well, thank you, Blake. So, as always, I meant to stream for a little bit last time, but I've been having so much fun with you. We've gone a little bit over. So what do you reckon we do 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes, which is about minutes than I was going to stream for. But screw it. Why not? We're having fun. We're chilling. And if you are watching right now, do me a favour and hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see games, hit subscribe because we're going to be streaming tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time, and I will hopefully see you there. Kenese says, I got hated for my cringe videos, but it's not cringe. Well, I'm sorry that people were mean to you, Kenese. Keep doing your thing and don't let the haters get you down. If you're passionate about something and you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. Sam, what time tomorrow? 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow, Samuel. And Dan's been a legend. Dan says, W Blaker, W Samuel, W J, W Kenese, W Kamal, W Dominic, W everyone, W Edward. As W Dan for bringing immaculate vibes to the chat. Great moderation. So big up to you as well, Dan. Dominic said, I forgot, when are you going to play Roblox in the stream? Because I forgot. No worries, Dominic. When we hit 200 subs, we're going to do a Roblox stream. Now, that's probably going to be pretty soon, so I need to get my skates and get sorted for Roblox. Dan says, bye, guys. See you later, Dan. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's always nice to have you here. Jay says, this was super fun. I have to go. No worries, Jay. It's been really nice having you in the chat. Thank you for bringing the good energy. Thank you for saying hello. And hopefully see you on another stream. Have a good rest of it. Little Nuke 15 says, hi. What's up, Little Nuke? How are you doing? And Jay says, hi. See you later, Jay. All right, we've got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to stream and vibe together before we come back for another stream tomorrow. So if you've got any thoughts, any comments you want to put in the chat, this is your time. I'm going to read them out. So let me know where you're watching from. Who are you? What are you doing tonight? What's the plan? What's your weekend been like? You've got 2 and a bit minutes, guys. So I want to hear it in the stream. And Kamal says, everyone like and subscribe. Hell yeah, listen to Kamal. If you are watching, guys, hit like, it helps me out. And if you want to subscribe, we're going to do more streams. So hit the subscribe button. Kenny says, Edward, you made my day, thanks. Well, thank you, Kenny. Really appreciate you taking the time to be so cool in the chat. Your comments are always friendly, you're always positive, and I really appreciate that. So, Kenny's, I'm glad that helped. Samuel says, see you tomorrow. Samuel, I will see you there tomorrow. Thanks for joining the stream, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. So, guys, we've got a couple more minutes, just under 2 minutes left before we end the stream. It's been a long day. I've got a busy week starting tomorrow, but we're back for another stream at 8 p.m. UK time, and I hope we're going to have lots of people chilling along with us. And someone just hit like to take us to 24 likes, which is super cool. So big love if that was you. And if you're watching the stream and you've liked and subscribed, my respect to you. Thank you so much. Kamal says, will you stream tomorrow? Yes, Kamal, I will. I'll be streaming at 8 p.m. UK time, and I'll look forward to seeing you there if you can join us. Freya Soul says, treat all others the way you want yourself and your loved ones to be treated, includes all animals. Fair enough, Freya. Can't disagree with that. I went vegan for the animals, and I stayed vegan because I love it. It's awesome. I feel healthy. I think it's best for my body, and of course, it's kind to the animals and the planet as well. So yes, Freya, big up to yourself, and thank you for bringing the vegan vibes in the chat. Laser says, can you give me a shout out? Laser Honeybee, this is a shout out just for you. Thank you for joining the chat, and if you want to help me out, hit the like button and maybe subscribe. It won't cost you anything. But either way, big up to yourself, Laser Honeybee. Kenese says, I never dislike small content. Well, you know what, Kenese? That is much appreciated because small content creators need all the help they can. So when we have people like yourself being kind, bringing nice energy, it means a lot to us. So thank you. Sky Codes, yo, bro, you're looking good today. Well, Sky Codes, that's very kind of you to say. Respect. Laser Honeybee says, by the way, I've liked and subscribed. That is awesome. Laser Honeybee, thanks so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And thank you for bringing the positive energy to chat. I really appreciate that. Well, listen, guys, we've hit 80 minutes. 80 minutes of vibing and chilling on stream together. We're going to have to wrap it up in a second because I keep on going and going and going. And yeah, if I don't stop streaming, I'm not going to sleep. But if you have any final thoughts you want to share, put them in the chat. And that's what's up. All right, guys. We're here 81 minutes. I'm going to wrap the stream up. So any final thoughts, put them in the chat now. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody who's turned back. And if you're joining for the first time, thanks for joining the stream. It's been a lot of fun to have you with me. Kamal says, bye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Kamal, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining the chat. Lovely to have you here. Dominique says, now that well, not to worry, Dominique, because we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. Bye to Dominique. Bye to everybody else watching. See you tomorrow, guys, 8 p.m. UK time. Big love until then. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time. Much love. Bye for now.